Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition today. Thanks for joining. It was last week. I hope it was awesome. All right. The verse we're going to be talking about today is Psalm 118, verse 24. The KJV says, "This is the day which the Lord had made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Um, it's a um, very popular verse. It's even a song, and like we say it all the time. But I don't really think when we say these words, we when we say it or when we sing it, I'm not sure we think deep about it. Let's now look at the TPT. It says, "This is the very day of the Lord that brings gladness and joy, filling our hearts with glee." This verse is just simply trying to tell us that every day we go into, every day that we enter into, every day that we're privileged to wake up into, is a day God has made. It's a day God has made, and as long as it's God that made that day, we have to rejoice and be glad in it. There's a way that this verse was said by one of the pastors I've listened to, and he said, "This is the day the Lord has made. I choose to rejoice and be glad in it." Hey, many people go into the day afraid. Many people go into the day uncertain. Many people go into the day like wondering and skeptical about what's going to happen, how the day is going to turn out. Hope there's not going to be any evil attached to the day. Hope there's no bad in this day. There's even a song I know then when I was growing up. It says, like, "Lord, I hope this day is good." The words alone shows uncertainty, shows we are not sure of God. Do you know this God? Do you know that there's nothing evil found in God? Do you know that He can never create anything bad? As long as it's God that created this day, it is good. It is good. It is good for me. I know it is good for me. I choose to rejoice and be glad in it. I choose to look forward to great things this day because God has made this day. That's supposed to be our reality. That is supposed to be something that we should always have at the back of our minds. We should always know that as long as it's God that created this day, then only good things is permitted to happen because He's the one that created the day. Yes, we know the devil goes about like a roaring lion looking for whom to devour. You are not the devil's candidate. If you know God, you are trusting in God, you are trusting in His promise, you are living in the shadow of His under the shadow of His wings, then of course you are under His protection. And it is the day that your Father has made, the day that your Creator has made. Has the devil ever made any day? Can he make any day? No. So he cannot determine what is going to happen in that day. Trials and temptations come. I know that. I'm not trying to negate the fact that some things happen that don't seem like what we want, that is not what we want, that is not what we are expecting. But we should always know that whatever happens is working for our good. This God that we have, if we know how much He loves us, if we know how much He cherishes us, if we know how much He's looking out for us, then we would not worry. We will not live our lives feeling uncertain. We will be sure. We will know that, hey, if it's God that made this day, then it is going to be good. Then I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it. Then I'm going to have reasons to thank Him. I'm going to have reasons to rejoice. I hold on to that truth. That's what I want us to do every morning when we wake up. You say, "This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." I choose to rejoice and be glad in it. I don't choose to live this day uncertain or expecting something bad or expecting a wrong turnout. Even if something happened the previous day that you feel, oh, by the next day the outcome will be terrible. Wake up the next morning expecting a beautiful and a wonderful day. Wake up the next morning expecting it to be a good day. Wake up the next morning expecting that God, who says He will work all things together for our good, He has walked through the night while you were sleeping. He has walked through the night, and he is turning it around for your favor. He's turning it around for your good. Hey, wake up every day expecting the good out of that day. Don't wake up, don't look at a day and expect something bad, or have this note of uncertainty, or be scared, like, oh, you don't know what's going to happen. If you are having that in your mind, it's either you don't know God, it's either He's not your Lord and your Savior, it's either maybe you've not given yourself to Him, maybe you've not submitted yourself to Him totally and completely, maybe you are not living your life the way He wants you to live it. And I want you to correct that right now. I want you to make decision to correct it. I want you to make decision to live your life in a way that will please God. I want you to decide to follow this God and trust Him and hold on to Him. Once that is settled, then the second thing that will make you wake up and feel the day is uncertain, the day is, maybe you are scared of what's going to happen. The second thing that will make you do that is, if you don't know your Father, do you know this God? Do you know who this God is? The God who created heaven and earth, the God who says He will give nations for your sake, the God who sent His only Son to this earth to die for you. Do you really know Him? If you know Him, then you should know that any day He has created is working out for your good. Everything is working out for your good. Wake up with that expectation every day. And even when it seems like something is happening that is not in line with what you are expecting from God, know that it is working out for your good. It can never end in a bad way for a lover of God. There can never be a bad end for a child of God. There can never be a bad end. It can never be an evil end or a total end for a child of God, for a lover of God. No, that is not His promise. So whatever you might be facing, whatever you might be going through, know that that's not the end. Know that good is coming out of this. And what you should start praying is, Lord, I know You are working it out for my good. I receive the good in this. And expect that good. Expect that good, because your expectation is what's going to bet your reality. All right, guys, if you have a deeper understanding of this verse, if you have any contrary opinion, please put it up in the comment section, and let's study the word of God together until I come your way again next week, by God's grace. Have a blessed week and enjoy God's goodness in each and every one of your day that you come across. Thanks for joining me. See you again next time. Bye.
What you say.